welcome to the Academy. You're here with me, Chatty Tumbler, and this short video hopefully will help answer a question that I saw recently on Facebook on one of the IL2 community groups. A pilot was saying that he was trying to get airborne in a P47 and that even with flaps and boost, he couldn't get airborne with 50% fuel and with 3 bombs. Now I think he meant 3 500 kg bombs because it didn't specify, but what I'm going to do is I'm going for the biggest bombs, the most rockets and everything that I can think of. I'm also going to take away the high performance fuel, so this is just a normal heavy big beast of a plane, and I'm even going to put a little bit more fuel on board as well. I'm going to go up to 60% just so it's trickier for me, and let's see how it goes. We're going to do 2 takeoffs. The first takeoff is going to be from a fancy runway, and then we'll move across to a field later and we'll try and take off, and we'll do just 2 very slightly different takeoffs. I've taken my track IR off so that there's no weird head movements. So this is, I'm moving with the mouse, which just feels very weird. Let me say things. Okay, so we'll check the settings. So I want the RPM to 100. I'm going to put the fuel mix to 100. And I'm going to close the radiator down to about 20. We're going to open it afterwards, but this is just for takeoff. Let's just check throttle is fine, just a little bit ticking over. Okay, now we have those big cowl shutters on the front. This one's there. We're going to close those down to about 20. And for this takeoff we are going to use boost, but we're not going to use flaps. And let me just position my mouse so it's all kind of straight. So I'm going to hit the brakes, throttle up a little bit, and then when the plane starts to dip, I can release up to 100% power, giving it steady with a bit of rudder. Not going to use boost yet, but there is a boost button, so the engine is accelerating nicely. Speed's coming up. We're hitting 100 miles an hour now, so I'm going to start pushing the nose down. Hit the boost button. Power up to 150. We're now at 150 miles an hour, and we should be able to just gently lift in the air and take off the boost. Put up undercarriage. Power down to 90% throttle. Maybe slightly lower. About 88, 88. There we go. So we're now in continuous mode. And off we go, slowly but surely, climbing off into the wilderness. And off he goes. For example 2, we've got exactly the same payload and fuel. Everything else is standard. Still don't have the posh high-grade fuel. We don't really need that one. And we're going to be on this airfield here. No fancy runways here. Just a bit of grass. As you can see, here we are in game. So pretty much the same as before. Fuel mix to 100. Just to show you that the RPM there is at 100. I'm going to use my pitch trimmer this time. Put it to about minus 60 or 70, quite high. Going to shut the cowls. Just have a little tiny bit. And we're going to shut the oil down. Oh, that's the mix. Shut the oil down to about 15. And we are good to go. So we're on a field. It's going to be exciting. We are going to use a little bit of flap this time, but we're not going to use the boost unless I accidentally hit it on the on my joystick. But I'll show you how we can get airborne on a field even without the boost. So as before, just like to hit the brakes, get the power up a little bit. Once the nose starts to go down, off we go. So we're not going to use boost, but we are going to use a little bit of flap. Again, it gets to 100 relatively quickly. It's 100 miles an hour now. Nose down a little bit. Keep the nose down. We're looking for about 150 now. If you were starting to run out of runway at this point, just drop the flaps. About 10%. Pull back gently on the joystick, and you claw your way into the air, and off you go. going to leave the power on a little bit longer.
This is Rumham leader, airborne, over.
And cut down. 88, 88. And I would just keep it level for a little bit and let the speed slowly build up until I get to about 200 miles an hour, and then I would just start a gentle climb up to whatever my target altitude would be. I hope that's been of some help. Off we go into the sunset. Whoosh.